Welcome to the Odie Van S Show. I am your host, Odie Van S. As always, my co-host, Scott Singer.
That's me.
So a little different this time. Fun times, yeah?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Me too, honestly. So as we had talked about a couple of times leading up to now, we had said we were going to push into the video world and start trying to expand individual videos. I'm dragging my feet on that for some personal reasons because some of the topics I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to force myself into it. So that's coming soon, right after this goes up.
There you go.
I'm sure just a general, our faces are out there and stuff. It's a new dynamic. So I figure that's probably another that we're equally nervous about.
Absolutely.
But I'm also excited. It's the evolution. It's things we've talked about. We're pushing forward. So
I mean, if you're on Pandora or any other of those music streaming services, with the exception of Spotify, this will still be just an audio recording for you.
with the changeover to the video podcast, we're also utilizing some new tools. So with that new tool, we're going to be able to push to YouTube. Might even be actually changing the hosting. Not 100% sure on that yet, but thinking about moving where the actual host stands. So some of that might become a little more native on our part to be able to do.
Yeah.
But YouTube is definitely the channel is going to be there readily with the video podcast.
And it'll still be available on Spotify with video as well, where available.
Absolutely. But the others, like you said, yeah, Amazon, if you're listening to it through any of the other RSS feeds, it's going to be audio only still. But I mean, I definitely say if you do catch this on one of those, like head over to Spotify, head over to YouTube, check out the video podcast. Check out the individual channel. For me, Scott's going to get his going eventually.
Absolutely.
So, newer and greater things, up and away.
And we'll make sure that we post on both of the channels.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, I'll be able to put up YouTube shorts or whatever with stupid little, opinions that I have about the world, and same with Odie and everything. So we can customize our own channels that way. But at least this main podcast will be equally distributed amongst either.
You can do daily musings from your driver's seat on your lunch breaks, your little phone thing there.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It'd be perfect to throw the camera up on that and do your little
just record
daily lunchtime musings by Scotty. Scotty did know.
Scotty knows. What does Scotty know? Scotty knows that there are 336 dimples on a United States regulation golf ball, and yet only 330 on a European.
Wow. Dad fact, the whole damn thing too.
Hey, you want Scotty knows. Cool. Scotty knows quite a bit.
All right, so I think we just did a thing.
There it is. We just birthed another aspect for the Odieverse. All right. Scotty knows.
Now we just need to start actually making some of this damn crap. But
that'll be my first. That'll be my first Scotty knows. It will be a repeat of that. So if you're watching this or listeing to this podcast,
you can do the Family Guy thing. They did it.
I was there.
I was one of the first, man. So on top of the video podcast, being excited, being nervous, being all of the inside out, all of the inside out emotions flurrying together at once, some cool stuff that we like to talk about too. There has been a little bit of a gap with us recording because us going into this, anything new, there's trial and error. Life happens, trial and error happens. Schedules were a little wonky there for a couple of weeks, all of the stuff that comes up, being an adult sucks sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But with this first one, we are, as you guys may have gathered by previous conversations, we're Sharks fans, we're hockey fans.
Oh gee. And how can you tell?
It might have just been slightly obvious.
Oh look, we just made our first visual cue. Those listening don't know what happened.
Radio, video.
There you go. Oh wait, that was the wrong song. Anyway,
no, it's
it's the System of a Down is the one you were.
I was actually referring to Holmberg's Morning Sickness. And
there you go.
Brady's radio.
So if you're in Arizona, video. You know what it is.
Yeah, you know what the reference there is. Brady's radio video, Scotty's radio video. We're just gonna rip it right off.
Oh no! Don't come after us, John.
No. If anything, he'd think it's funny. But it is. It's getting close to the end of hockey season, and if you know anything about hockey, the last couple of seasons, by Christmas time, Sharks fans had already hung up the jerseys and started watching something else. or at least another team,
Exactly. The backup team.
Yeah. So this season, kind of a shocker on many accounts,
It's
on the
been amazing.
national stage, on the local stage of Sharks fans. There's been a lot of, oh my gosh, this team's back feelings and some arguments. We're about 2 weeks out from the end of regular season as we're talking about this. So the boys have 8 games left, I believe. And we are sitting, depending on how total games go today, possibly in the wild card spot, maybe 1 or 2 points back, depending on how things shake out. But we're still chasing that second wild card spot.
We absolutely are.
So
we're still in contention too, which is a big thing. Because the past couple of seasons, what has happened is basically we have been rebuilding the team. We've been trading out the old guard, retiring the old guard. Thornton's gone. Burnsy went to the Avalanche. The pickle, Vlasic's with, I think,
the pickle.
I think Vlasic went over to the Blues or something like that. So yeah, like, we're kind of trading out and we're rebuilding and we're getting young blood where you're getting the teenagers. And part of that was Mr. Macklin celebrating.
And his buddy Smith.
Will Smith.
Absolutely. The
dynamic duo.
The two are
and
absolutely
for some reason, that was a fun little trio.
And then partway through the season, we added Chernyshov into, and he has gained that spot as the third man on the front line, first line.
Oh yeah,
so it's now the I think it's Chillmax is the little moniker.
Chillmax is what they're calling.
So I think that's the moniker that they're giving to the first line that I've seen floating around Reddit and stuff. So it's the Chillmax line. Yeah,
that's awesome.
And then Misa coming out of his shell.
Misa's doing really well.
Massive saves and some
Sherman
plays.
has really delivered on his promises.
Sherwood.
Sorry,
Sherwood. He's not a tank. I mean, he kind of hits like one, but
he's got one hell of a slap shot. Yeah,
maybe that's what we should call him.
Sherman. There you go. That's his new nickname. We pointed here.
There it is. Make it a thing.
But yeah, no.
Number 44, the Sherman tank.
Muck has had his moments. Muck Madala.
Yeah. And he was kind of a name that kind of like creeped out of nowhere. Muck Medulla. Yeah. Muck Medulla.
Yeah.
We're probably saying it wrong still, but Muck. Yeah,
at least we're trying.
Yeah. Seen the Pokemon references for the short name, which I absolutely love.
Number 85 jersey on Muck is so funny.
It goes back to the Gen 1, which is, that's dear and near to my heart.
Absolutely. We are old school nerds. Red and blue.
Okay, so deviating on this briefly since I mentioned it, which were you, red or blue?
I was, which one did I get my hands on? It was the red. I got my hands on red.
Okay, and I happen to be blue.
Oh,
so,
there you go.
I mean, blue being my favorite color, I just naturally went for it because I was a stupid kid.
It was just the one my mom got me.
Yeah.
She got me one of them.
Yeah. So you ended up red. That's funny.
Yeah. And I picked Charmander, so it was fitting, red, fire.
Bulbasaur.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah, I ran Bulbasaur. He's my guy.
But green didn't come out till later.
No. That was even after the Pikachu thing because of the cartoon.
Oh, the yellow one?
Yeah.
The yellow cartridge. Yeah.
Anyways, quick deviation since that came up. I was curious. But yeah, the Sharks. Playoffs hadn't even been something that people could spit out of their mouth when it came to the Sharks talk. But this season, we're 8 games back and we're 8 games out from the end of regular season play, and it's still a topic. And
it is.
It's only getting better from here. And that's I know there's the argument of, do you want to get into the playoffs because of the draft and all of that, like the managerial crap behind it.
Yeah, first pick. We're not going to get first pick. We're already out of that. Because,
exactly.
That's going to be the Maple Leafs.
So I say run for the line and get the playoff experience.
Exactly.
Even if it's a first round out.
The new guys need that playoff experience. They don't know what they're getting into, so get them in there. Trial by fire.
And only a few of them got Olympics experience, which comes close.
We're not expecting a cup.
No.
We just need them to get that experience under the belt so they know what they're up against.
Realistically, I could see them catching second round if things went their way. Realistically,
the Avalanche?
Realistically, probably the first round.
It's a tough fight.
It is.
It's going to be a tough fight.
I can see it happening.
Yeah.
Do we get past second round if miracle happens?
Yeah.
Probably not. But I think they have at least a good fight to even though it's the Avalanche.
Yeah.
It's a 7-game or
That's not
no,
even first
it's
round.
five. It's
First round would be
5 games, right?
we would have to beat the Avalanche to get into the first round of the playoffs
Yeah,
because of the
because it's
wild
the
card.
wild. That's what I
Yeah.
meant. Like getting through the wild card.
Yeah. It would be
Because
rough.
I think
I'm
there's a
not
possibility though,
sure who
because
they would be against.
that is the Mammoth. I think.
Yeah, I
That
think they're in third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I think there's a fair chance at that because the Mammoth have had a lot of problems with injuries and stuff this year. So depending on how they go into the playoffs, that's they got those numbers early on and kind of stacked,
Yeah,
and
that's
it
why the
dwindled.
Avalanche are probably gonna at least take the Western Conference.
Probably, but I could see us
Well, not
getting
in
to
Western Conference. They're not even they're like top of the freaking wild card, but still like
or the Mammoth. You mean
not the no, the Avalanche are top of wild card.
Avalanche? No, they're top.
Are they top
Yeah,
top? I thought
yeah.
oh no, it is the Mammoth that's top of wild card.
Yeah,
Okay.
Avalanche went the first like 3 months of the season without losing, but like 2
Yeah,
games.
that's
They had their
ridiculous.
playoffs cinched by like like October.
I think
That was their
even according
Halloween. That was
to
their Halloween trick or treat. Haha, we're in the playoffs.
according to ESPN, they're still not
Haha.
cinched
Woohoo.
for some stupid reason. Hold on, let me
That
look
doesn't
this
make
up real
sense.
quick.
I think they would be cinched even if they were on the Eastern Conference with where they're at.
Hold on, almost there.
Live Googling. The Google
It's not
foo.
even Google. That's just straight up the ESPN
Oh,
app.
okay, whatever.
Yeah, no. Oh no, they are
Dash my
definitely
hopes.
cinched.
Yeah. Cinched. So they have
But
their
yeah, and LA just won, so now they're 2 points ahead of us.
so tying it up and being in a technical wild
We
card spot
have to
because of
win
games.
tonight.
Yeah.
If we do not win tonight, it's going to make things a lot more difficult. We have to win tonight, which would keep us tied with the Kings.
And this is a
And it
tough
would
game because it's
back
against the Predators.
because we are currently it was the Sharks, the Kings, and the
Yeah.
Predators all tied
Yep.
before tonight.
Yep.
The Kings won theirs,
So we
and the
have to beat
Sharks
the
are
Predators.
against the Predators tonight. So that we have to win.
Yeah.
And that means Macklin Celebrini will get more points, hopefully. He didn't get any points in the last game, which really upset me.
No, and it's one of the few games that the Sharks have won
Where
that
he didn't get a point.
have a point at all.
Exactly.
Only the second or third game out of the 36 that they've won, if I remember the stat correctly.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
No, I know you looked up some stats, but I'm sure that
yeah.
wasn't it. But yeah, let's talk about Celebrini here for let's
Celebrini.
But before we move on to our TV nerd segment, which we're going to wrap up after that, we're keeping this one kind of short. Let's go ahead and just touch on Celebrini specifically.
And that's not an easy thing to say because there is only one GOAT when it comes to hockey.
There really is. And he's chasing,
a GOAT in the making.
He is breaking some of the hardest set records of the Great One. Let's start off first. As of this season, he's 19 years old. He will be 19 all through, even if it's all the way through the playoffs. His birthday's in like June or something like that, July, something, whatever.
Exactly.
So he is 19 through the entirety of this season, no matter what.
Yes, he is.
As of a couple of days ago, he is past 100 points.
He is at 105 points currently.
He has passed 40 goals.
Yes, he has.
These are things that people don't accomplish typically until their 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th season.
He is doing this as a teenager.
Technically his sophomore season.
Yes.
But he is still a teenager. He is 19 years old, making some of these records as they sit.
Let me throw some of this at you.
Please hit me with some of the highlights, the sparkles of Celebrini.
So he has joined elite teenager status. He has joined such hockey legends as Wayne Gretzky, Del Hawerchuk, Mario Lemieux, Jimmy Carson, and Sidney Crosby as some of the only teenagers in NHL history to record 100 points in a single season.
That's awesome.
Teenagers.
Yeah, teenagers.
On top of that, he has reached 40-plus goals as a teenager, becoming one of only 10 to do so in NHL history.
10?
Yes, in history.
Wow. Does it put him in does it have a ranking there of like birth date and everything, or is it just 10?
No, it's just the stuff.
I was curious where he fell in the ranking if you had it, but
I'm saving the best one for last.
Oh, you were giggling to yourself before we started recording. I know you have one. All right, hey, hit me with a few more before you give me the.
He has become the first NHL player in history.
First. Okay.
NHL player in history.
So they had to make a new tally mark for a new record.
To score on a penalty shot at the Olympics.
No way.
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay. That one's going to be like
that's
hard to
still
beat.
Not the best.
That's hard to beat because, first of all, the Olympics only happen every 4 years. And then, secondly, you have to fall into the rest of the little niche tallies to be able to even. Wow. That's going to stand for like our entire life plus.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's cool. And that's not even the coolest one.
It's not even the coolest one.
Holy crap. All right.
So currently he has at 105 points in this season, which puts him in 4th place in NHL history all time scoring in a season.
And
this
I know
is
he
not
just
teenagers only.
This is all time.
This is all time highest score in a single season. He is now in 4th,
and
which has gotten him past.
Crosby's one of them.
Crosby's rookie season, so his teenager score. And Del Howardchuk.
Man, you got to appreciate the names that you get out of the NHL.
Dude. He has now set a new high scoring point by a rookie and a teenager in a single season in Sharks franchise history.
Damn.
Teenager. Because Thornton's, he was not a teenager when he did his 114.
No, he had grown up and fully flushed out the beard and everything by then.
As a teenager, he is number 1.
That is awesome.
You ready for the big one?
All right. Drum roll, please.
Macklin Celebrini has officially surpassed Wayne Gretzky's record for the most points by a teenager before Christmas.
Nice. So he has already
broken one of the GOAT's records.
That is awesome. That deserves an applause. And I'm going to use this button right over here to do it.
Okay. Yes.
Let's clap for that one.
Clap for that one. That is amazing.
I can't hear it, so I'm just watching the little dial. It's done clapping. All right.
Isn't that insane?
That deserves a creepy applause button. That's awesome. How did we not know that since it was already like Christmas was like 3 months ago, almost 4 months ago?
Oh, here's another one I found. That's right. So the San Jose Sharks 19-year-old is set to surpass Gretzky's mark for point share while still a teenager. This season, Celebrini currently has points on 47.3% of every Sharks goal.
It's cool, but it doesn't surprise me at all, knowing that
Gretzky's
every game that they've
record,
won, he's part of the points.
Gretzky set that record at 45.5% with the Oilers in 1979 and 80.
Wow.
Right now, he's on track to beat another Gretzky.
2 in 1 season. Maybe more, depending on how the last 8 games go. Because the last game, like we were talking, he got 5 points. Even though he didn't score, he got 5 points because he was involved in everything.
No, he scored twice.
Oh, no, he did. You're right. He did get a couple.
He scored once and assisted for the other 4.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
You're right. He did have a goal. I completely forgot about that.
No, it was just that. Yeah.
Maybe he did get the second one because we were talking about maybe a Macklin
he assisted to Smith and then Smith assisted to him.
Yeah. Whatever. He got a goal. He got.
Oh no, he did get a second goal that game. He did. Yeah.
Immaterial to my point. He got 5 points. What we were talking about earlier is it's not a goal specific.
He got 4 points that game.
It's a point specific record.
Yes.
So Thornton's is not out of the question. Gretzky's is not out of the question.
Not
with the last 8 games that we're talking, and then not 100% sure how the statistics for these go specifically with playoffs.
Yeah.
But if we get into the playoffs, if it does factor to that,
of the season.
Total season, I think it would. But sometimes the stats people are a little different about that.
They will make a difference between
asterisk to it and explain these
pre-season or season and postseason.
But it's still total for the season.
Total season.
So depending on playoff run and everything else, I mean, he has the possibility of getting.
And he's just a teenager.
Yeah, and
no one's expecting him to break Gretzky's all-time score.
37, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's insane. It's an insane amount of points to get in a single season.
And it's only 20.
And he didn't do it when he was a teenager. And he was an adult when he did it.
20 some odd points out from passing it. So it's not.
Oh my gosh.
4 or 5 points a game like you get sometimes. That's 4 games and you're sniffing at the record all of a sudden. I mean, it's
32. 32 points away. If he's at 105.
There you go. So 32. Yeah. So 8 games left, 4 or 5 points a game because he has his hands in everything.
Yeah.
It's not to say that it's impossible to,
He
say
would
that
have
he has a
to
solid run at it. If he
he
gets
would
there or not,
have to
no.
average, I guess 4 points would
Yeah,
put him at 36. So
it's
that would,
possible.
if he averaged 4 points per game for all 8 games left in the season, this is before it gets to postseason.
Yeah,
This is before it gets to the wild card game.
exactly.
He could break it.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
potentially something we could witness this
as
season,
a teenager.
which is just insane. Absolutely.
Gretzky was a veteran when he
Yeah.
set that record.
Yeah. That was near the end of his career when he did that.
It's insane,
So
dude.
we could talk about the Sharks forever. So
Love
that's
it.
longer
Love it,
than
love
what
it,
I
love
thought
it.
we were going to do for that segment anyways. So the other segment that we are going to talk about on the first video podcast, the trial and error podcast, as it were.
Watch this shit.
Watch this shit with my homie. Yep. I do believe we touched on it on one of the audio podcasts.
I think we said we were going to
yeah.
start watching.
I believe so. Yeah. So we had both picked a show that the other one had very little to no knowledge of.
Yep.
My selection was Stargate.
And mine was Fringe.
And the only thing you knew about Stargate was the movie.
That's right.
And you saw it like basically when it came out,
back in the
you
90s,
were 9, 10 years old.
It was a movie. I was like, yeah, this is cool. And that was it.
But you never explored the show in any capacity.
Never had HBO. Yeah.
Perfect. And Fringe came out later. It was late 2000s when that one came out. It was just one that it just slipped past.
J. Abrams classic.
And he's a great director. He's a great producer. I don't know why that one just slipped past my sights, even though it's a show that's totally up my alley.
Oh yeah.
I like the whodunits and the cop shows and all of the stupid shows and the common tropes that run with them and stuff. And this one does it in a different way. We'll get to that in a second. But I don't know why I never caught it when it came out. So I'm glad that now that we've gotten into it some, I am very much enjoying it.
Absolutely.
So let's start with Fringe. Give me some of the.
So Fringe, the basic plot of Fringe is you have the FBI secret sect of the FBI. It's
okay.
On paper they don't exist. There's always that sort of.
So they're right next door to Mulder with The Truth Is Out There?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't exist on paper. And their whole goal, their whole mission is to explore and find answers regarding not even paranormal, just weird things that have happened. And when I say weird things that have happened, we're talking fringe sciences, thus the name of the show, Fringe. So telekinesis.
They did it right. Okay.
Telekinesis, teleportation,
microwaves out of a person.
There's an episode where within the span of 8 hours, a lady conceives a child, gives birth, and that child dies naturally of old age.
All in the hospital.
All within an 8-hour time span.
Like weird.
That
one was
stuff.
Honestly creepy.
At some point, they do go into an alternate dimension, and you got string theory thrown in. You got all the physics, the science, all that stuff, and they do a fun job. I can't attest to the accuracy or validity of what they're saying with the sciences that they're presenting, but they do a fun job of doing it.
No, they definitely had specialists on site to make sure all of that was as accurate as possible.
This ain't Big Bang Theory,
right next to their vampire expert, and they absolutely had specialists.
But it is a fun one.
That.
It has a lot of really, really good actors. It has Anna Torv. It has John Noble, who he's been in so many different things. Just classically trained actor.
And if you don't know the name, you know the face.
Oh, absolutely.
You know the voice, you know the face. You just may not know the name because he's not a Samuel L. Jackson. He's not The Rock or anything. He's not the front face in most things, but he's very well developed
He has had starring roles. He is a classically trained actor. He is up there with John John. Patrick Stewart.
Okay.
And
Jon Stewart here. Patrick Stewart. Yeah. Okay.
And Ian McClellan, and even
yeah, and he's classically trained. I'm
yeah.
not arguing that. It's just when you think of a frontline runner, that's not the face and name.
Not anymore. No.
It's not a name that you know just because you know it, like other like
Exactly.
frontline, like the examples I gave. But as soon as you see him, you're like, oh, that guy. That guy's fucking awesome. You know?
Joshua Jackson, who a lot of people know from Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek,
Dawson.
Yeah. Not Dawson, but from Dawson's Creek.
And then of course Lance Reddick, voice everyone fucking knows. Kirk Acevedo, who had eventually become maybe that's not him. Before I say it.
Wait, I have that. Hold on, trombone. Where is it? I have it. Aha. There.
No, he was part of the Marvel Universe. He was just in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was.
You were thinking of the Red Dwarf guy, but he was only in just the one episode.
No, I wasn't thinking of the Red Dwarf guy. I was thinking of Bone. Why do I want to say Bone Crusher? That's Crossbones, but it's not Crossbones.
Oh, okay.
But he is another one of those faces that you've seen in a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
He was in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and all of those movies. He was in one of the Insidious movies. Good actor. And what is his name? There was one more face that shows up at the very end of season 1. Jared Harris.
Nope, don't know. I can't correlate.
It is another one of those, you see his face and you know. In fact, something we have talked about starts with an E. The TV series you were having me watch. Fucking come on, dude.
Give me a little bit more than that.
It's in space. Starts with an E. Expanse. God damn it.
Fuck, dude. It's a show you made me watch. I've known you for more than a decade. You have to give me a little.
Starts with an E.
Okay, fine.
And it was recent. And he was
whatever. Expanse. We got.
Yeah,
okay,
he was the white leader of the belt.
Oh yeah. The kind of has the pockmarked face. Yeah. Tall, big dude.
Frank.
Okay. Yeah.
That was that character's name.
Yeah, Frank, the guy that was running the station.
Yeah, the one who ended up like becoming a main part of this, the treaty and all that.
Yeah, that had the history of being the butcher.
Exactly. Yeah,
Frank.
But he was the opposition of Frank's. Yeah. He was also Moriarty in the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movies.
Okay, I definitely know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he shows up as the owner of Massive Dynamic at the end of season 1.
Oh my gosh.
That's who he is.
That's who
Bishop's old partner, the one they've been looking for. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He does show his face at the end of season 1.
Does he become a staple?
Oh, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Because he's Bishop's partner.
Okay.
He's Bishop's old partner. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a good one.
Wow. Spoiler for me. No.
Oh, please. It's just the actor. Oh yeah, Aaron Ashmore's in it.
I feel like I should know that name too, but
he has a twin brother named Sean Ashmore, who is also in it.
Okay.
We had that whole discussion about the Ashmores.
Oh, with the twins and everything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
One is Iceman and the other is
that one.
Yeah. Oh, he's in The Rookie.
Okay.
Oh, not The Rookie. That's not what you're watching. You're watching The Recruit.
The Recruit. Yeah. Done with that. Good little mini series. It was only 3 seasons and with 8 episodes a season. I call that a mini series personally. It was good though. The Recruit was good.
Was it a good one?
Yeah.
Lock and Key and Warehouse 13.
Okay.
So one was in
Warehouse 13. Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Exactly. Yeah. Warehouse 13 and X-Men.
Okay. Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Those are the brothers, the Ashmore brothers.
Yes. Okay.
They are in an episode or 2 of Fringe. Okay. They show up.
Huh. I mean, even having that discussion at one point, I guess I still didn't like piece together who they were, that they were twins. That's in. Oh wow, damn, that kind of fucks with my brain a little bit. We
had that whole conversation.
Yes, we did. Doesn't mean I fucking remember.
And then I blew your mind because I knew that the freaking cops from Terminator who were also in the Gremlins and played the Warner Brothers. Yeah. We had that whole.
Terrible memory. We've established that.
Go back
and
listen to our episodes.
Yeah. Not even sure which one that is. You tell us once you find
Christopher Lloyd makes an appearance in Fringe.
I love his random drop-ins on shows.
Yeah,
That's
like,
all
there's
he's
so
done for the
many.
last, like, 25 years
Oh,
is
Kevin
random
Weissman.
Kevin
Kevin
Weissman.
Weissman
Okay.
is, the dude from Clerks 2.
Yeah.
He made fun of
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings nerd so much that he puked. They're
Yup.
not gay, they're hobbits.
God.
Leonard Nimoy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
some great names show up in this show.
what's up?
A lot of faces that you'll recognize. Michael Kelly, you'll definitely recognize his face.
Very cool.
Um, he was in, the TV series Jack Ryan.
Okay. There
Um,
there's another one that we need
yeah,
to
that we
eventually
need
go
to
back and
eventually go back and
finish.
finish, yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
that list is longer than I want to admit. But
but yeah,
anyways,
so Fringe, we're a couple episodes in on that. What do you think?
I dig it so far. The first couple episodes were a little wishy-washy on how they were setting up some of the stories and the people and stuff. I wasn't sure kind of how I felt about it, but there was a couple of the like big bomb drops and kind of like pieced together some of the morality of the characters a little more.
Yeah.
Dawson's Creek jackass.
He's a great actor. He really is.
He is. But in the show, he had that moment where he kind of turned a little bit with the realization of who is it?
His dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his dad.
William Bell, yeah.
Came around with him a little bit
He
there.
kind of hit that point where, holy crap, this is real.
Yeah.
I need to know more, because then his scientific mind takes over and he's like, wait a minute.
Exactly.
There's validity to this shit.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm in.
So seeing that turn is, I think, actually kind of what, like, okay, I really want to actually watch more now.
Yeah.
Before it was kind of an episode to episode, like cool little story and it's individual.
Exactly.
But I wasn't seeing the overarching. I mean, obviously the dude dying and, being in her brain or whatever like that. Yes, I see the long term there and stuff.
Right.
The Boston Dynamics or whatever, massive dynamics.
Massive dynamics.
Jackass dynamics. That's obviously another like long-standing
Exactly,
arc that
because
I see
they're
coming.
somehow involved in every single episode,
but
in
it
every
wasn't-
single case.
Each one of those long-term arcs wasn't very captivating for me. I
Fair
was
enough.
seeing them, but it wasn't like, ooh, I want to get more,
Yeah.
But watching him develop that understanding with his dad, that I think
That's
is
what
actually
it
where I
is.
was like, fuck, now I care.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
shit, damn it, I care. Okay, fine, let's watch the next episode. But no, I'm digging it, and I'm looking.
That's kind of how J.J. Abrams works. He's always
Yeah.
a slow burn, and he has that one character that you really feel like.
Slow ride, take it
But he always
easy.
he writes the different styles of characters so well.
He writes
that there's
TV like a book, where
Yeah.
it kind of goes episodically between each person, and kind of
and
you can
then
only
you
talk
see
about
how it all
one.
fits together.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I forget that about Abrams. So again,
You got to give it a season.
Yeah, 100%. But
Yep.
I feel like that's any real show that has longevity.
And then
Is
there was Firefly.
you have to watch. Let's not talk about that. Even with the exciting news, let's still not talk
so
about
excited.
that. I'm glad it's animation though, because
It's the only way to bring wash.
100%.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad the entire family's back together.
I'm just wondering what they're going to do for Shepard, but that's beside the point.
Whatever.
Yeah,
figure
we'll
that
get
out.
into that
Yeah.
conversation in another episode.
Another day. We were going to talk about 2 shows.
Yeah.
The second show
Kevin
being. I hate you.
Let's go.
I hate you.
And you had a show that you picked out, which was Stargate.
Yes.
SG-1.
Stargate is a long-standing love for
Just
me.
a little redundant. Stargate 1.
It is. I guess, yeah. I mean, redundant. Department of Redundancy Department.
Yeah.
But it's a long-standing love of mine that I actually watched as it came out. I was a couple seasons in before I grabbed onto it of it being released, but it was early. I think it was like season 3
Okay.
when I hooked into it and started watching it weekly as it came out, season by season. It is an older show. It's the movie came out in 94, and it was almost immediately something that was put into production at a HBO level. They were
Right.
going to do it, straight to the paid service, had a little bit more leeway to build storyline and stuff. They put the whole pilot together episode of everything.
They had
And
good reception with like Tales from the Crypt and other like series type stuff that they were
Yes.
doing. So they wanted to pick that one up.
and they let the pilot happen, everything else, and then it got shit canned.
Yep.
So the whole shopping, changing hands, everything else, it ended up with Sci-Fi. I think it might have bounced around to something else in there for some of the early episodes, but it was still like basic cable
And
is
that's
where
when
it
it
landed.
became appropriate for you to watch.
Exactly, because the pilot episode, if you watch the original one, the scene makes sense for it
Oh, absolutely.
because it draws out the cruelty of the Goa'uld
Yep,
and the parasitic nature of them. It really it paints a picture.
it does.
Does it have nudity? Yes.
That
Is
it
the
also does.
nudity important in the sense that it's nudity? No.
But it's
But the
not in a
terror on
sexual
her
manner.
exactly, it's the terror on her face, inability to fight back, the
Yeah,
human nature of wanting to fight, and the fight or flight instinct is being taken away from you
exactly. You're
because you're
completely
immobilized
helpless.
and you're helpless. And then this 3-foot worm comes slithering up and slams itself into your spinal column and like digs its way into your
Through the front.
no, nope, they flip her
Oh,
over
they
and it
did
goes
flip her over,
yeah,
that's right.
yeah, that was
That's right.
the initial one was it the like checking out to see if it liked the
Yeah.
body, and then they flip her over and it goes in like straight through the like C4 area if
That's
I
right.
know the spine semi right. But like right at the top of the spine, base of the neck kind of
Yeah.
thing is where it goes
I think
in.
C6, C7.
Something like that,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. No fucking doctor, that's for sure. But upper spine, base of the neck area,
Absolutely.
and it just like drills in and like bam, right to the spinal column,
And it
straight to the
wraps.
yeah, and it
Yeah.
wraps itself around the spine and into the nervous system and the base of the brain.
Yeah.
So, until all of that is done, you can only imagine the immense pain
Oh, yeah.
and the face that the actress does and everything else really,
It's
really
really good,
sells it.
really selling,
So
yeah.
it really brings out the brutality of the race in that scene. And that's truly what it's there for.
Right.
But in some of the cuts, they like completely remove the scene entirely. So it leaves this weird like transition of like what the fuck happened? Like, yeah, she's now a Goa'uld, but okay, her eyes glow, whoop de fucking do. So it just
It gives you more of a visual representation of what's going on to
yeah.
yeah,
And
what that change or not even represents, but what the change she actually goes through is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I like that scene. Is it just the brutality that it truly spells out for the Goa'uld and
Right.
the evilness of their race. Then we get into the first couple of episodes, like any older 24, 22 episode format show.
Yeah.
There's the feeling out the first season, so it kind of goes in a million different directions
It does.
as they
It's
wanderingly
interesting.
find their way into how the rest of the season plays out. And it happens, but it is a slow, it's the whole first season before you really feel a long-term story arc start to form.
Yeah.
So the first couple of episodes, you have one of them that actually doesn't even get played on syndicated TV, Emancipation. Now that
Yeah.
you've seen that, you kind of understand why. It's not hardcore, but I mean, there are topics that are slavery, all of that. So it's hard topics to talk about in the evolved society that we have come to. And it was done with grace for when it was. It's a very good episode, but I also understand why they just don't bother putting it on TV.
Well, I'll get to my
Yeah.
opinions and everything.
Just like Fringe, we're exactly the same amount of episodes in. So we
are.
have a good
5
base
episodes.
run of both of us getting that walk into the show and seeing the first developments of things. How you standing with Stargate?
I am still giving it a very open mind.
Okay.
I enjoy the subject matter. I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed that they're trying to expand upon the movie.
So you haven't hit that "damn it, you got me" moment
Not
quite yet. Okay.
yet.
All
I'm
right.
waiting for it.
All right.
But part of that has to do with what you touched upon. They haven't really solidified an overarching story
Mhm.
besides, okay, so there's a new character, Teal'c.
Yep.
Who is a traitorous Goa'uld. He's
Jaffa.
a hoe. Well, I mean, the Goa'uld itself is still like.
He's an incubator, though. There's no control from the Goa'uld. So
Oh, okay.
he's a walking.
So yeah, he's just a host. He's just a car.
Yeah.
But he's gone against, and the Goa'uld is still giving them information too. Like that, they had that whole episode where they had his Goa'uld out to help figure out how to get the Goa'uld out of
Kowalski.
Kowalski. Yeah.
The
So the Goa'uld is
anesthetics that they were testing on it.
Yeah. So the Goa'uld is assisting, is willfully assisting.
Yeah.
So then traitorous Goa'uld.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Um,
In that context, I'll
and
give you
so how they're
technically.
yeah.
The best
Um,
kind of correct.
incorporating this new character that has different lifestyle growing up and different outlook on what life is and what life represents because he grew up on a different planet
Yeah.
with a different goal, a whole different purpose in life that he is now bucked against
Yep.
for the greater good. So there's that whole thing. Okay, yeah. So we'll see how he incorporates himself, which pretty much was okay. He helped in one episode, now he's trusted. And he's going on every mission and no one's even questioning him anymore. Fine, whatever. Then you have, oh, well, the Stargate goes to multiple planets and now they have multiple teams. And so there was the whole episode where, one dumbass freaking human from the 20th century decides, oh, I'm a god now because that's everyone that walks through this portal is a god. And he literally turns himself into the Christian god. Like, come on, dude. But it's human
I told you
nature.
that one was rough to
Like,
get
it's
through. It's
human nature, though. Like, it makes perfect
draw
sense
to
as to
power.
why he would do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because look at, just look at life. And then you have, the episode with the women sold into sex slavery and things like that. And they tackled the subject tactfully. And they did have the strong female power lead in that episode. The male actors backed off during this episode to let the female fend for herself, fix it herself, and resolve the issue herself.
Yep.
And that's what was needed because, women aren't the weak and feeble, race that's been pushed down your throats and blah, 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 blah.
100%. No.
But they tackled it tactfully, but I do also understand why it's the only episode they won't play in syndication because not everyone is media literate enough to be able to see, what they're actually saying, that this is bad. They just say, oh, look, it's on TV, so they support it. No, that's not what this fucking is.
Yeah.
But still nothing really, there's no through line besides, ooh, pretty circle we walk through that connects all five episodes so far. You know what I mean?
You're right. And now one of the things that you have to kind of put to yourself is each episode that we're seeing isn't the concurrent actions of the team. There is weeks involved in between the episodes. So they are going to be referencing missions that don't actually exist.
Fair enough.
Even early on with the few going to the Broca Divide, there's the span of weeks.
Well, yeah, he had to establish himself as that god. Yeah,
exactly. Or no, Broca Divide was the crazy caveman one where they recede the histamine and all that.
Oh, yeah, with the new plant and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then from that to him taking place, there's maybe a few months in between that. SG1 would have gone on season or missions.
Right.
They just don't really talk about them necessarily.
There's just a longer than a week span of time in between episodes.
But they also hang a lantern on it sometimes where they mention events from other missions that don't correlate to an actual episode, but they put some detail into it to kind of push things along
to help them push story.
So that it builds the narrative without a full
It's kind of lazy story writing in my opinion, but I mean, whatever.
I mean, it was the 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want? It was
you got to do what you got to do.
It was a different time with TV making.
But overall, again, I enjoy the premise.
All right.
I enjoy the story that they're trying to tell. I'm waiting for all of it to conglomerate into a solidified, hey, this is what we're doing.
So the first part of the season 1, you're not going to get that because it's all character building.
Yeah.
Each episode, each character gets their own
just turn in the spotlight. Yeah.
Great phrase. Yeah. Turn in the spotlight. The next one,
the Teal'c centric episode should be fun. I'm looking forward to that one then, if that's the case.
Yeah. I don't want to go into that with giving spoilers to you, but yeah, he has his coming up. The next one we're going to watch, Cold Lazarus, is Jax. And then the one, I'm not sure really where Daniels fits in, if his does at all.
I would say his was the virus
and everything. Yeah.
The virus episode, because him and the other doctor were the only ones that weren't affected because of the histamines.
And then his kind of builds
or
naturally.
Antihistamines.
Yeah. And his kind of naturally built in there because he was off planet at the beginning of the show. Shara's the one, his wife is the one that gets taken and turned into the Goa'uld. So
Yeah.
his is kind of embedded in all of it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Uh,
right. There is that whole thing because they haven't even mentioned his wife
yeah,
since the first episode.
and it does come back around.
Okay.
That's not just a red herring that they leave never explored.
Yeah, it
But
was one of
it
like they
does.
haven't even mentioned it. I've forgotten about it. We're 5 episodes in and I forgot he lost his wife.
No, they definitely come back around to that. There's actually a couple of really well done with Shara involved in it
Okay.
episodes that absolutely
Well, I
beautiful,
look forward to that.
beautiful episodes with her involved. I think actually Michael Shanks directs one of the first ones that is really tied with her.
Okay.
Forever and a Day is the name of the episode, if I'm remembering him being a director on that one. Through the course of the show, all of the main cast direct a few here and there, so
Fair enough.
it's one of those fun things that they get to
Yeah.
do. Richard Dean Anderson starts to produce it at
Oh,
one
of
point.
course. Well, he
puts his
started
own-
doing that with a lot of different
Yeah,
TV
but
shows.
put his money into it at a certain point,
Yeah.
so you're getting money back out of just being out there doing your job, kind of thing. It makes
Exactly.
sense. Blah blah blah.
Residuals are a
But
bit higher.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, all right. So you got a lot of episodes left. It'll grow on you, I promise.
Yeah. No, I'm sure it
A
will.
lot of episodes left.
Well, there's 20 something episodes per season in Fringe until they got the axe and they had to wrap it up real quick. The last season is half that.
So they might have done something weird with the streaming and added the last season to like combine the last two or something, because it's weird. I was looking at the count. It's like 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 22 or something like that. The last season, it shows a count higher than everything else.
For Fringe?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pull it up real quick. I'm
doing
curious,
it.
but
I thought
yeah.
it was the opposite of that.
Well, maybe I'm wrong, but I could have swore it was the last season was like weirdly higher than the rest of them, and that really made me like wonder if they combined the last season because it was only a few episodes or something and stuck it on the end
Oh
of
my goodness.
the previous. I don't know. While you're looking that up, though, going back to Stargate, fun fact: the voice over acting that you run into throughout the show
Yeah.
is almost entirely done by the core acting group.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be one of those that I can point out as we're doing it, like, hey, guess who's doing that voice? Guess who? It'll be a fun little who's it, because you can kind of hear multiple people in there because of the voice distortions
Yeah.
and other things. So that'll be one of those little like side like conversations that we can have with some episodes of the voice acting that's done
Okay.
over the top of everything, but they keep a lot of it in house,
Right.
which is a fun little factoid for it. So,
That's fun. Yeah.
all right, what did we find out?
All right. So Fringe season 1 is 20 episodes.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong on this.
Season 2 is 23 because they had a good reception on the first season.
Okay, I'm feeling wrong on this all of a sudden.
And then we'll jump to season 4, which is 22.
I'm
Then
definitely
the
feeling wrong
last
about this.
season is 13. So it's what I said earlier.
I don't know what fucking show I'm thinking of then,
I have no clue.
but I was definitely wrong on that one.
Yeah. Because that's what I just said
Yeah.
was like they had like the 20
Oh my
episode
god, it's
season.
like you the show well because it's your favorite.
It's not really my favorite, but it is one I really, really enjoy.
No, I get it. I was wrong. I'm willing to admit that.
Damn right you're fucking wrong. God, he knows.
Scotty does know the episode count. Bam,
There
got
it is. I even got the number correct too. I was
did.
like
No,
13
I
episodes.
really did.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have questioned it. It's your damn show. Like,
Whatever.
I don't know what there's something in Netflix that I saw recently that was like that though. It was like 16,
Well, that's
16,
because
16,
Fringe is
16,
on Hulu,
22.
dude.
One of the streamings. I don't give it. They're all. It's all Nintendo at this point. Okay. Everything is Netflix. I've reached that age where I'm just going to generalize streaming as everything is Netflix, just like everything was Nintendo to our.
Yeah.
So that's it.
The Xbox was a Nintendo. The
Exactly.
PlayStation was a Nintendo. Yeah.
The Game Boy was a Nintendo, even though they were technically right.
They
on
were
that one.
they were correct on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how we were talking about trying to make this a shorter episode, and we were like, "Bam, in and out, 30 minutes."
Kevin
Yeah,
Smith.
yep, we Kevin Smithed it. It's
We
almost an
always
hour.
do.
Yeah. So here's our short 30-minute episode as our first video podcast. I hope you enjoy.
It's not long enough to break up those.
No, this is going to be just a long episode.
One solid episode.
Yep. I don't think we can break them up anymore either. It's just going to have to be
Oh, with the
You
longer episodes, you
well,
think?
with the video
Oh, with the video,
podcast,
you we
yeah.
can't,
No,
like, half and half it?
no. We're just going what we're gonna do is if we're gonna do the 2, we're gonna have to dedicate and do 2 episodes and find where we'll do like this, and
And
then
then
we'll
we'll
do
stop recording and then
yeah.
start oh my god, that's
Or
gonna be a big of a
or we'll just change, it'll just be an every other week drop as we can record,
yeah.
and then it'll be changing our job of in between to the shorts and the individuals and stuff to fill in the gap and the
There you go.
space to build out from there. So that may be something we have to adjust to.
Yeah.
So changes abound, you know?
Changes abound.
But round 2 of trying to do the video podcast, technological kinks worked out with the first one that we did. I feel pretty solid about this one. So
Yes.
we're gonna say that this is, fingers crossed here after a little editing and looking at some stuff in the bag. I don't want to do it a third time, so it may be in the bag either way.
It's
I don't know.
probably gonna be just this is gonna be
Yep.
there the way that it is. We'll make adjustments as we go. So the second episode will be better than the first, and then the third episode because we gotta
100%.
figure out the mics, we gotta figure out the cameras.
And
we
that was the
gotta
biggest
figure out
problem with the first one was
my mic was too
yeah,
far away because we
you
wanted it
sounded
off camera because it didn't match yours and blah 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 blah.
but the difference in mics and stuff, I have the Shure 55 because I'm a classic
It's your logo.
idiot.
It's what
Yeah,
it is.
and I
Yeah.
built my logo around it, everything else.
Exactly.
But I'm a classic musician and stuff. And if you look back at like every major musician from like the 50s on, this is the mic in front of their face.
It's always the Shure
So
55.
100%. So I fell in love with it many, many years ago, and I've always wanted to have one and have a purpose to use it. So I bought it when I first started this endeavor way back in late 24 when I first thought I was a solo podcastist, and it didn't
It didn't
pod,
quite work out the way you
podcastist. I think I
wanted.
just made up a new word.
Podcastist.
But anyways,
Podcaster.
I like podcastist.
You digress. Say goodnight, John
Exactly.
Boy.
Good night, John Boy.
Have a good one, y'all.